go heavy running back league, and then we did a heavy receiver league. Today we're jumping in on the $25 league, and we're gonna do win your league strategy. Okay, meaning we're gonna take the best possible person out there to build our team to be the best possible team in the league. That's it. Ain't no around that. That's what we doing. All right. This league is not yet drafting. I just jumped in. Looks like we're waiting on it to fill up. Probably should have waited to go live until I filled up. Or we are on the clock. Oh, I got the number one pick. Let's go. All right, we are in point 0.5 PPR, meaning that you get point 0.5. We're obviously going to go with Justin Jefferson out the door. That's a no-brainer. Um, point 0.5 for each reception made. And so it's not a PPR league. So receivers aren't as important. But at this point in drafting this year, I'm not going to shy away from Justin Jefferson. He's going to get a lot of targets over there in Minnesota. No more Thielen. Um, I see Justin Jefferson having the best year of his career. And yeah, definitely the man. He's topping everybody. Christian McCaffrey, I would stay away from that early. Everybody, a lot of people will pick Christian McCaffrey as the number one pick. But in my opinion, he's going to get injured before Justin Jefferson. Let me give you guys a little statistical information. So running backs are going to get hurt at about 35%. Running backs will get hurt this year, meaning that out of 10 running backs, 3.5 to 4 are going to get injured. So if I pick 10 running backs in my first round, 40% of the time, them running backs getting hurt. As is for receivers last year, it was 15%. So that's more than double the chance to get injured, meaning you won't have them on your fantasy team scoring any points. So to be honest, going receiver to begin your draft is statistically a better route to take, as long as you pick the right ones. So I'm going to share the draft board just so you guys see where everybody's going. As you can see, the first 3 picks were wide receivers. Bijan Robinson, your rookie, was the number 1 running back off the board. And I was just talking about it. If you want to go look at some of our, at the podcast or at our YouTube channel, when I was going over top 5 players. Also went over top 5 rookies. He is number 1 on my top 5 rookie list. I've been high on Bijan all draft season, as I should be. Looks like somebody's out here to mess up our draft. Somebody took Trevor Lawrence in the first round, meaning they passed up. Oh my God. Who is this guy? You passed up A.J. Brown, Amon St. Brown. You passed up Saquon Barkley, Tony Pollard for a quarterback. That's not a smart pick. And reason being is he went and picked up Aaron Rodgers as well. I mean, this guy must want to lose his money. Aaron Rodgers is not even in the top 10 quarterbacks to get drafted, period, let alone draft your first 2 draft picks, both quarterbacks. He could have waited on those guys to the 5th and 6th round and got them, to be honest. He could have got Aaron Rodgers in the 11th round. Stephon Diggs just went. Somebody's always out there wants to be a jokester. But hey, this is why I do fantasy football. I feel like I am that much smarter than everybody else in this league. And I already know that at least I'm smarter than one of them. For sure. A.J. Brown, Travis Kelce. This guy's going running back heavy. Anthony, S98, Nick Chubb, and Saquon Barkley. That is a nice combo. A real nice combo. I'm coming back to try to get a running back. I want Tony Pollard on my team. Shying away from Derrick Henry. No way in hell do I want to touch Derrick Henry. Looks like I'm going to get another receiver. I go Garrett Wilson, Amon St. Brown. I'm staying away from Devontae Adams. He's hitting that 30-year mark. Jalen Waddle's the number 2. I'd rather have a number 1. Just showing you guys how I think when I'm drafting. Chris Olave all day long. He got Derek Carr over there now, who is more than capable of hitting them deep with those deep balls. Calvin Ridley, we already know, man, where that guy is on my list. I definitely want some Calvin Ridley. Jonathan Taylor is going to be going somewhere. We don't know where, but wherever he goes, he will be the bell cow back. Jonathan Taylor I will probably pick him with the number 20. This is a 10-man league, so this would be the 20th pick for me coming up. Oh, this is me right now. Yeah, Jonathan Taylor is going to be on our team. We're going to draft him. And then we're going to come back and get the Calvin Ridley. I like him over everybody else that's on this list. All right, so we got Justin Jefferson, Calvin Ridley, and Jonathan Taylor. When we come back, we're going to want to build our running backs. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys who I got on my list and why. Jahmyr Gibbs. Great breakout candidate for for a rookie. This guy right here has hands. I was talking about it earlier, man. He knows how to run routes. He could be up to 60 receptions. I like that. There's nobody behind him, so this guy's going to get a lot of work. Ramondre Stevenson, even though Ezekiel Elliott went to New England, this Ramondre show. Joe Mixon, I love. There's nobody backing him up. He's a 3-down back. Najee Harris, another true 3-down back who won't be getting too many spells. I'm going to stay away from Breece Hall, and I'm going to stay away from Aaron Jones. I'm not going to go too much deeper right now. We'll keep those 4 out there. So one of these running backs is coming home with daddy. I'm going to show you guys where we at right now. Those 4 running backs might not be there when I come back, but hopefully they will. I'm also going to look at some receivers. But I'm going to let you guys see what's going on in the draft, how people are being drafted. We're drafting a win on this. As you can see, Patrick Mahomes should have been the first quarterback off the board. How dare he go get Aaron Rodgers right after Trevor Lawrence? That was just waste. That was a waste of money. I'll tell you that. Whoa, that guy Anthony has Nick Chubb, Saquon Barkley, and Jahmyr Gibbs. That's tough. That's tough. That's tough. DK Metcalf with the 28th pick. I like it. As you can see, Anthony went running back strategy. Tanner went the opposite way. Tanner's players are more likely not to get hurt opposed to Anthony's. So, if you look at the value of the first 3 rounds, there's a lot of running backs this year that you can get deeper into your drafts and go with that receiver strategy, that high receiver strategy to begin. A lot of guys with potential that you can get in the 4th and 5th round. They could be league winners. It could be better than these guys going in the first 2-3 rounds. This guy's on the clock. If he takes another quarterback, I know he's out here playing games. He better get himself a receiver or running back right now. But who knows? You see what I'm saying? Brock Purdy. Just an easier way for me to get money, man. This guy's making it easier for everybody. Now, maybe oh no, this ain't even a league where you can, I don't know what the hell he's thinking. This ain't even a league that we set. This is drafted and forget it. Travis Etienne finally got himself a running back, one that I did not want. So I still got 3 guys out here, 3 workhorse guys. By the time it gets around to me, I'll be at the 40th and 41st pick, right around where 2 of my guys go, Joe Mixon and Najee. Rhamondre will probably be gone before that, but who knows? You know, you never know who you're drafting with. What I've learned is I do fantasy drafts with friends, and in those drafts, they're a lot harder to win than the drafts when I just go to Yahoo, for instance, and I'll pay $100 and get into a league with 10 people that I have no idea who it is. Those leagues are so much easier to win. These people out here everybody's just trying fantasy. They're getting into it. They have absolutely no idea what they're doing. And this is why I do this for those out here who need the information and just want to, sit back and learn how to do draft or how to run a team during the season, or just in general, just information about fantasy football. So, that's why I love to do what I do. I would do it for free anyway. I'm doing it for free now. It's all love, man. I'm doing it for y'all. I'm doing it for the people. I'm doing it for the love and the camaraderie of football, period. So looks like my pick's coming up. Still got Rhamondre out there, man. That's who I'm shooting for. We'll go out here and see what quarterbacks are left. Lamar Jackson, I definitely want this year. Justin Fields, I'm a Bears fan. Come on, who can go wrong with Justin Fields and what he did last year? Let's see here. Who just got taken? Keenan Allen, Drake London. Oh, look at this. I'm going to end up getting exactly what I want. What receivers are left? I can get Amari Cooper. Jared Jeudy, I definitely want this year. Amari Cooper, I definitely want, which I can't get him because he just went. All right. This is what we're looking like right now. I already got 2 strong receivers. I could come back with a double pick right now and get Rhamondre Stevenson and Najee Harris. Rush they ass to death. My God. Let's go. Let's go. My team's strong. There's no way I was supposed to get Najee Harris in the 5th round. I'm going to just throw that out there. If you can get Najee Harris in the 5th round, your team is going to the playoffs. Yes, sir. All right, so now we need to think about building. So we have 2 receivers in our 2 receiver spot. We have 2 running backs, and then we have Najee Harris in our flex position. So now we're going to want to come back and grab a tight end quarterback. Lamar Jackson's out there. What tight ends are still out there? Darren Waller, I want on my team. TJ Hawkinson's I'll take. Kyle Pitts I'll take. And Dallas Goedert. Quarterbacks. Lamar Jackson, Justin Fields. I'm taking Deshaun Watson, but not that early. How dare they disrespect Geno Smith, who had a top 5 campaign last year. They got this guy down at 113th ADP. That means you can get him in the 10th round. But they got Anthony Richardson way ahead of him, which makes absolutely no sense because he's unproven. So any different, so you got different engines. You got the Yahoo, you got the ESPN, you got NFL, DraftKings. Everybody's not gonna have the same ADPs, meaning they're not gonna have the same people in the same tiers. Everybody ranks things differently, so you always want to check that out before you're doing your drafts. You actually want to make your own. Looks like all my quarterbacks that I tried to get are gone. Justin Fields went, Lamar Jackson went, Jared Jeudy went, Deebo Samuel went. Everything I wanted, except Darren Waller. Darren Waller's a baller. He's going to ball. Jones is just going to pepper that guy with targets. He'll probably end up being the number 1 receiver, and he's a tight end in New York this year. Easy. See what running backs we got left. I need another receiver to fill in for one of my guys if they get injured. Injuries are a thing, guys. Brandon Ayuk, I love him. I've been hearing a lot of good things about Brandon. I got him on a couple of my teams already. Christian Watson is way too high at the 41. That guy did awesome. Week, think 7, 8, 9, 10, or it was like 6, 7, 8, 9, where he just went off. But before that, crickets. After that, crickets. No more Aaron Rodgers. I'm out on that guy at the 41. I like the likes of Brandon Ayuk and Deontay Johnson before I grab him. Deontay Johnson will be my last choice, though, because I got Najee Harris, and I really don't like having a receiver and a running back from the same team. But if I got to, I will. You know, I'm not going to think too deep into it either. When you think too deep, you come up short. Always go with your first mind when you're drafting, especially if you're under pressure. We'll deal with the consequences later. I'm out on Terry McLaurin. DJ Moore, I like him. Running back, my sleeper running back is going to be Khalil Herbert, who goes so far down, it's ridiculous. Look at that. Look where they got my boy Khalil at the 96. Means he's going in the 9th round. You got, man, how disrespectful. My God. Cam Akers, I love. I like Javonte. Love James Cook. No David Montgomery. James Conner, I love. Those are some running backs we'll be looking at later. But backup receiver, DJ Moore or Brandon Ayuk. I think DJ Moore will get more targets than Brandon. DJ Moore is gone. Brandon Ayuk is who we're going to shoot for our backup. As you can see, they took Darren Waller. TJ Hockenson is still out there, though. I'll definitely get TJ Hockenson if I can. He averaged the ADP is 52. My next pick is 60. So I'll be definitely beating the ADP. If you can beat the ADP, man, not saying it's the greatest thing, but more than likely, man, you're going to have a strong team. Christian Watson. We'll go down to the screen so you guys can see what's being drafted right now. We're in round 6. They got Brandon and Deontay. Neither one of them came back to me. Yeah, a lot of these guys know what they're doing. I'm going to get my tight end. I like Kyle Pitts. I really do. But TJ Hockenson, man, at this point in the draft, all they got over there is Jefferson. Hey, man, give me some Hockenson. And then I'm going to come back with the James Cook in Buffalo. Let me get me some James Cook. Nobody backing him up. He's going to be the man over there. Give me some James Cook. This is how my team is looking. They took my 2 receivers that I really wanted. I'll get my backup receiver coming around. If you notice, I got 4 running backs already, so running back won't be a problem. I don't even have to look at running back no more. We're going to start looking at backups. We got a full squad right now. All I need is a QB. I got some guys I like late at QB, so I'm not worried about it. Deshaun, I like Geno Smith. Dak Prescott always has high volume. And there's no more Zeke over there, just Tony Pollard. He's going to be actually passing to Tony Pollard. Let's see here. Derek Carr, I like. Hopefully we can get Tua or Deshaun. Tua has, track stars over there, man. All he got to do is throw it up, and they're going to make it happen. We know who's over there. Really like some of these running backs still that's out there. It's crazy. So we need to go receiver, quarterback, period. Jahan Dotson. That's my sleeper receiver of the year. Player of the year, Jahan Dotson. Comeback. Well, he wasn't really down, but Jahan Dotson is my guy. I really like him. He's been going off in the preseason. I mean, just going off. Gabe Davis, I like. He showed a lot last year. Michael Pittman's the number one in Indianapolis. Can't go wrong with getting the number one. I was just talking with my boy D about Quentin Johnson. You know, Keenan Allen and Mike Williams. I can't remember last time they played a full season healthy. That's why LA went out and got another receiver, because that guy can't stay healthy. And that guy Quentin Johnson, 6'4", 215 pounds. He's an absolute house. He's topping everybody. Give me some Johnston. I like Brandon Cooks. What happened there? I like Brandon Cooks as well. Jackson Smith broke his wrist. We won't be touching him, even though his ADP is still 63. Let's see what's going on in the draft right now. These guys are killing it. Evan Ingram, George Kittle, Mike Evans, Dameon Pierce, Kenneth Walker. Kenneth Walker I don't like, man. He just gets injured too much. Alexander Mattison, I like him. I don't like him a lot, but I like him. Dameon Pierce, I'm out on Dameon Pierce. This guy has 4 quarterbacks. Maybe he's going to try to use some for trade bait. Yeah, he messed the whole draft up, in my opinion. He going to have me out here trying to trade with him. Quarterback situation ain't the best. Deshaun Watson will rock, though. If I can get Deshaun coming back, I'll be a happy camper. I'll take Tua as well. If I had to rank these guys on when I would take them, it'd be Deshaun, Tua, Dak, Geno. Khalil Herbert, I want on my team. But we got to get a receiver. Jahan Dotson's probably going to be that man. Gabe Davis just went. Check what? What'd you just say, D? The Evux? Okay, should I? I'll say I don't. How do I respond to him? Oh, I can talk about it now, right? So ADP works. ADP is your average daily players pick, meaning that when so as these drafts go on, these players get picked at a certain point, and the average of how they get picked is going to be their average daily price. So Jahan Dotson right now, his ADP is 70, meaning in an average out of all these drafts, he goes around the 70th pick. And also, he is going on my team. We needed a receiver. That's who we rocking with. Hopefully, I was able to answer your question, sir. Let's see here. We got to come back. We need a QB. We're going to Deshaun Watson. He has a lot of firepower over there, and I believe he's been in that system long enough and has built continuity. Deshaun Watson's going to be our quarterback. His average day ADP is 86. I just took him at 82 or 81, so I'm not far off. You don't want to grab someone with ADPs at 100 and you're in the 6th round on your 60th pick. You're reaching. You don't want to do that. You want to wait. You want to get somebody that's a better value to your team before you pick somebody. Meaning, I'd be reaching if I went and grabbed James Conner, whose ADP is 80 right now, and I was in the 5th round on a 54th pick. There's more value than getting James Conner. Not saying James Conner doesn't have value. In my opinion, James Conner should be way higher than this. Seems there's nobody behind him taking reps. There is no Kyler Murray the first 3-4 games, meaning that the focal point for McCoy is going to be dump off, dump off, dump off, dump off. James Conner is more capable of catching the ball than most receivers on that team. There's only Hollywood Brown, so he's going to be the focal point of touches in the first 3-4 weeks, and even after. They don't have a lot of offense on that team. So, and James Conner has proven year in and year out that he's capable of a 3-down back. Why he's that low baffles me. I'm also going to take Khalil Herbert because he's in a better offensive situation. There is no more David Montgomery. If I could get Khalil Herbert on the way back, I will, but I doubt he's going to be there. He's one cut and gone. Always remember this, viewers. If you guys are in the middle of a draft and you have a strategy, sometimes you have got to break strategy, and you're breaking strategy to make your team the best team you can possibly have to be able to survive a full fantasy football season. Injuries are the biggest part of fantasy football and deterring your team from being top and going to the playoffs to being at the bottom of the barrel. You can go in with the best team in week 1, and in week 1, your number 1, number 2, and number 4 draft picks get injured. 2 of them for the season. Another one's not coming back in 6 weeks. Now you're on the bench wishing that you didn't go get a kicker and a defense in rounds 10 and 11, and you went and got a capable backup running back and backup receiver. If I were y'all, I wouldn't draft a kicker or a defense until the last 2 picks of the draft. All right? Way more value out there. You can stream a kicker and you can stream a defense, meaning there are only 10 teams in each league, meaning the top 10 defenses are going to be playing that week, meaning there's 22 more defenses that are streaming that you can go on the waiver wire and pick up. And what I do, my strategy, and it's been working for me because I win so many leagues every year. Not only do I win so many leagues, but I win money every year. There hasn't been a year in fantasy football that I have lost money. So in my mind, yeah, fantasy football is all about statistics here, but it's a luck of the draw as well, right? But if you can statistically get yourself into the playoffs, anything can happen on any given Sunday. Your whole goal after this draft is to make it to the playoffs. That's it. You could be 3-6. I'm out of it. I give up. No, we never give up. There's a team that could be 6-0. When you're 3-3 or when you're 3-6, there could be a team that's 6-2 or 6-3, right? And they end up losing every other game for the rest of the season. You end up winning every game for the rest of the season. And you end up knocking him out of the playoffs. You make it into the playoffs with the worst record in the league and just had 2 to 3 good weeks, and you won yourself a championship with the worst record in the playoffs. It happens all the time. I see it happen all the time. I'm in 20 plus leagues every single year. I do this. I don't do it for a living. I do it because I love it. I do it to get my kids a great Christmas. Fantasy is over around Christmas time or the week after. I need that money. I need all of it. Give me all of it. That's why I'm in this. For the love of the game. All right, so right now I can get my backup quarterback. We talked about Tua. It's probably who I'm going to go with. He has the most potential and the most firepower out of all these guys. But do I need to grab a backup quarterback right now? Is there other guys out here that are more important? Of course, you got Brandon Cooks, running backs. Dalvin Cook, of course. So I got 2 running backs out here that are way more important, in my opinion, than going to grab a backup quarterback. Because those backup quarterbacks will be there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get Dalvin Cook in New Jersey. You know why I'm going to go get Dalvin Cook? Number 1, they paid the man. Number 2, who knows when Breece Hall is going to be back? And when he comes back, what's going to happen, right? Give me some Dalvin Cook. Also, do I go Antonio Gibson, who I love, but I already got 5 running backs and I need a receiver. So right now, I'm going to build my receiving core. I want to go get Brandon Cooks. Let me tell y'all why. He's a deep threat. He's fast. Dak got CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb getting double. Brandon Cooks going to be wide open. Let me give me some Brandon Cooks. I'll take it. I might even be able to come back and get Antonio Gibson. I shouldn't be able to. Should be no way. But I've seen crazier things happen. I saw a guy draft Trevor Lawrence and Aaron Rodgers with his first 2 picks of this draft, and then come back and follow up with Brock Purdy. And then went and got a running back and came back with Russell Wilson. See, he did that so he can find somebody who quarterback gets hurt and they have no backup, and then he could do a trade and get a nice piece on his team. But why would he do that when he could have just got a nice piece on his team? This guy could have got Stephon Diggs. He could have had Saquon Barkley, and the guy went and got Aaron Rodgers. Like, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing? What are you doing? So we're going to come back, get our backup quarterback. Probably go with the Dak Prescott, since I already have Brandon Cooks at receiver. That way, if I ever need a combo, I got one. Combos are great to have, and this is why. So you got a quarterback, he's going off, right? If you got the combo and he's going off to that guy, you're blowing up on that next team. Meaning that if I sit back, I cock back, I throw a 60-yard touchdown to Brandon Cooks. The quarterback gets the points for the yards, he gets the points for the score, and you get the points for the yards and the score from the receiver. That's what it's all about, man. Getting you a combo. Always want to have a combo. If you don't have one, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but it's a good thing to have a combo. All right, so right now, show you guys where we at in the draft. We are in round number 12. Well, finishing up 11. I'm out on Daniel Jones. In the 11th round, I guess, for a backup quarterback, he has Jalen Hurts. I don't see nothing wrong with it. He's going to be hurting on his running game. Oh, not really. No. J.K. Dobbins and Austin Eckler. No, he's not. I take back that statement. All Will has on the outside is Travis Etienne. He has no more running backs. I don't know what his draft is just messed up. He messed his up from the jump. So we're coming back in 12 right now. I'm going to go look at my team. We got Deshaun Watson, Jonathan Taylor, Ramadre, Najee, James Cook, and Dalvin. Oh, my God. Rush them to death. Justin Jefferson, Calvin Ridley, Jahan, and Brandon Cooks. Receiving core isn't the strongest, but if Justin Jefferson and Calvin Ridley can stay healthy the entire year, this team is ridiculous. TJ Hawkinson, I could get a backup tight end coming back. Definitely want to get a backup quarterback now with one of these two guys. I'm probably going to go Dak Prescott. I got Brandon Cooks. Let's see here. I like Njoku. Dak Prescott just went. He won't be coming back to me. I like Njoku for a backup. Romeo Dobbs, I like. He's been heating it up in the preseason. Definitely been heating it up. Derek Carr, I like for a backup quarterback. He got some weapons, man. Michael Thomas. We'll have Alvin Kamara. Who knows when Kyler Murray's coming back. I got Kyler Murray in my injury reserve spot in one of my leagues. Some leagues have injury reserve where it doesn't count as a roster spot. But once it's time for him to come back, you have to drop someone on your team to free up a roster spot for him. So an IR is more, an injured reserve position is more like, let me stash this guy who's injured and wait for him to get healthy. So I do that sometimes. Sam Howell I like. So I'm gonna grab him for a backup. I like Sam Howell, not because he's the most talented quarterback, but he's in a great system and he has so many weapons around him. I like that guy, but I'm not gonna pick him over Geno Smith. If that makes sense. We need another receiver. Who's a deep guy at receiver that I like this year? We thin on receiver right now. DJ Chark until he got hurt. I don't like nothing I see on here. We're going to draft Geno Smith for our backup. And Njoku for our backup tight end. That way, if they get hurt, we got guys that can go in there. I'm solid at receiver. I'm good, man. I'd like to have 5 receivers, but we can go in with 4 and just be a run-heavy team. Because you can start 3 receivers or you can start 2. If I'm starting Justin Jefferson, Calvin Ridley, I'm happy every week. If for some reason one of those guys go down, Jahan Dotson every week, I'm happy with. In my opinion, he's the number 1 over there in Washington. I like him over McLaurin. And then look, my running backs, like it speaks for itself. Those guys are all monsters. Yeah, I like this team. Let's see here. Who can we get late? Who can we get? So Derek Carr we want. Samaje Perine. Elijah Mitchell. Always get Elijah Mitchell. This is why I say Raheem Mostert. These 2 running backs I want on my teams, on my benches deep. Elijah Mitchell backs up Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey has had a history of injuries. We all know it. Boy got glass ankles. He's 1 hit away from Elijah Mitchell being a star. And Elijah Mitchell's going 131 ADP. But today, he's going to be going on my team. If I can't get Elijah Mitchell, I'm going with Raheem Mostert, who is the number 1 running back in Miami right now. Crazy to think that he's still out there and you can get him off the waiver wire in pretty much any 10-man league that you draft. Mind-boggling. Let's read up on Cole Kmet. What happened to this guy? Got hurt in practice. Hey, he's back to practice 12 minutes ago. Cole Kmet is okay. Let's go Bears. Let's go. Let's go Bears. Yeah. Cole Kmet. If I would have saw that, he would have been my backup tight end. But that's all right. I'll take Njoku and Deshaun Watson combo. Thank you. So coming back, we're going to try to get Elijah Mitchell and Cole Kmet. I can't have that many running backs, I don't believe. Probably 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess I'll grab a sleeper receiver. I could grab 3 quarterbacks as well. Man, I just don't see nothing on receiver that I really like out here anymore. Like, Rondale Moore gets hurt all the time. Adam Thielen is on a downward spiral. Van Jefferson, just not enough work. Michael Gallup, they don't even know if he's going to be playing in Dallas. He could get traded. DJ Chark pulled his hamstring. I would have said DJ Chark, but he pulled his hamstring. I mean, Donovan Peoples-Jones to have a Deshaun Watson combo, just a little filler. I could go with Donovan Peoples-Jones. Curtis Samuel Jr. I don't want two receivers from the same team. Yeah, man, this every time I come over here, it's looking worse and worse. Yeah, we're out on receivers. We're going Cole Kmet, Raheem Mostert. But I got two tight ends, man. Tight ends don't get hurt often. TJ Hockenson, Njoku. I don't need Kmet on this team. I'd rather get a better third option quarterback. So we're gonna go with Derek Carr, and then we're gonna come back with the Raheem Mostert. Let's go. We got to be in the 14th or 15th round right now. 15th round. 3 more rounds to. Oh my God. 18 rounds? I got to get some more receivers. I mean, I guess DJ Chark will be healthy eventually. So I'll pick him up. Scantling is catching passes from Mahomes. Curtis Samuel. Mecole Hardman. You guys didn't know. What's his name? Corey Davis, receiver in New York, retired this week. So Mecole Hardman, man, he steps up from the 3 to the 2, from the 4 to the 3. Yep, so he's going to be seeing a lot more playing time. More playing time, more opportunities. More opportunities, more opportunities for your team. I mean, I guess I could go with the Michael Gallup. I just don't see it, man. KJ Osborne. KJ Osborne. No more Adam Thielen. I guess he's going to be the other option over there. Why do I feel like they got somebody else, though? Who did they get? Minnesota's depth chart. They got somebody good over there. All teams. Minnesota. Jalen Reagor. That's what they got in Minnesota. Jordan Addison is in concussion protocol. Looks like all 3 of my guys that I want at receiver are out here. We'll probably go with Marquez Valdez Scantling just because he's catching passes from Patrick Mahomes. And we'll go with Mecole Hardman just because Corey Davis That's my thought process. Corey Davis is gone. He gets another step up in the pecking order. And he's fast as hell. Just couldn't prove nothing. But you can't prove nothing with Patty Mahomes, man. I don't know, but you got Aaron Rodgers, so Aaron Rodgers is more than capable of getting on the ball as long as they shore up those offensive line issues. I could go with Donovan Peoples-Jones as well. Nah. We're going to go Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And then come back. And right now I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 running backs. 1, 2, 3, 4 receivers. Marquez. And come back with Mecole. All right. I think we got one more pick left. Late filler. Backup running backs that I think it'd be big if somebody gets hurt is Zamir White, which is going to be Josh Jacobs' backup. I like him. Don't like Deontay Foreman. Jeff Wilson could do good. Damian Harris, I don't know why I don't like Damian Harris, man. He always hurt. Always. Deion Jackson, late sleeper. No more. We don't know who's going to be getting the ball in Indianapolis. He could be the clear cut number one, Deion Jackson, if they don't get no help over there. Maybe Kareem Hunt will get over there. Who knows? Zach Moss is hurt still. Yes, sir. Zamir White. Now, getting both running backs in Miami may be smart right now. And the reason I say that is because if one gets hurt, you still got another one. And so basically, if one goes out, you just plug the other one in, which is Jeff Wilson and Mostert. Who knows where Jonathan Taylor's going to land. But when he does, we got him over here. I think we're going to do Jeff Wilson. These might be the AC people.
So some of you have seen it, some of you haven't. Is this something you've seen or not yet?
What?
It's from the power lead.
What about it? The power going up to my solar panels, bro?
I mean, that's part of it. It's mostly the first.
I'm not the owner. Sorry.
So we're not here like selling panels, we sell power. We sell differences cheaper than us.
Thanks.
I got you. Take care.
Man just said I don't sell solar panels. I sell power. All right. I don't have time to talk about that. So I'm looking at projected points out of all these teams. If y'all haven't noticed, projected points. This is just points that they're projected for the season so far. 31, that's the highest I've seen. 31-18 for that guy. 29, a lot of 29s. 31.97. So I'm second right now as far as points projected. 31.25. Yeah. So right now, out of this draft, I'm ranked second. This guy's ranked first right here. He has Josh Allen, Dak Prescott, Breece Hall, who I said stay away from, James Conner, who I said go get. Oh, it keeps changing every time they pick somebody, huh? Yeah. He has Rashad White. Yeah, his running backs are weak as hell. Cooper Kupp, CeeDee Lamb, DK Metcalf, Jared Judy. So he went heavy receiver, as y'all can see. Cole Kmet is his starting tight end. So he went. So he's kind of, thinking like myself. But yeah, as y'all can see, after I pick my player, which is gonna be backup Zamir or receiver KJ Osborne. Remove. We're gonna go with Zamir backup to Josh Jacobs. As you guys can see, I'm projected 3.179, which was second overall. My team is well-rounded. We're not the strongest at quarterback. We're one of the strongest running back teams in the league. Also have our first three receivers are hard, and then we have a really good tight end core. So projected to finish second right now in points. As y'all can see, I'm gonna go through these players' points. Look at that guy's points. He's low. Bijan, Garrett, Devontae, Brandon Ayuk. Yeah, look at his low. Oh, his tight ends are terrible. The Kraken. Woo! 328. He has I'm sorry. I'm third right now. This guy has the highest projection total. Look at who he got. Oh, the reason being is because he has Kyler Murray. Christian McCaffrey, Cam Akers, DeAndre Swift. Yeah, his team goes hard. Chris Olave. Receivers are decent. He went with Christian Watson before Tyler Lockett. That's my point. Tyler Lockett should go before Christian Watson, in my opinion. Mark Andrews, yeah, his team is tough with the combo. I like Kraken. He was drafting 3.118. That's Justin Fields. Derrick Henry, Miles Sanders. Stay away from Derrick Henry. Yeah, his running back crew is weak. Receiving crew is pretty strong. Yeah. Oh, yes, Travis Kelce as well. There you go. That'll get you high points. See what Anthony's looking like. Anthony Jordan Love, quarterback. Oh, he has a problem at quarterback already. Jordan Love's your starter. Woo! This the guy that went heavy, running back heavy to begin. Nick Chubb, Saquon Barkley, Jahmyr Gibbs. Just remember, and he got Khalil Herbert. Good Lord. And Antonio Gibson. So I talk about this guy, and this guy all the time. Dameon Pierce, I'm out on. But yeah, man, he was drafting. He got my Romeo Dobbs in there as well. This guy's been paying attention to preseason. Darren Waller, he got Goddard. Oh my God, tight end strong, man, tight end strong. But you can only start one. So it looks like Tanner C has the second best team, and I got the third best forecasted. let me tell y'all something about fantasy football. Forecast means absolutely nothing. If you're going by forecast, man, you're going to lose. If you're going by matchups, you're going to win. Meaning if I have a receiver that week and he's going up against the best cornerback in the league, and I got another receiver going against the worst secondary in the league, I'm going to bench my stud. Very rarely do I bench my studs, but I will do it if they're going up against another stud. I've seen studs get shut down by the opposing stud. So, yeah, so looks like I came out of this third best team drafted as far as total projected points. I'm not mad at you. Yeah, we signing out. Appreciate the views. Appreciate if you guys go on and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's Hot Soup Fantasy Football. Peace, love. I'll see y'all later.